Bombshell after bombshell on the KC Anthony show. If you know what show that's from, let me know, because that's a good one. That's my favorite TV series of all time. But anyway, we are up and away. It is Tactical Fortitude. We bring in the boys in the know who are going to cover everything off for us and let us know how it's all happening. We have all of South America, and we have Aaron. I don't know whether Victor knows that little joke we did on the Footy Tip show. Did you see it, Victor?
No, I didn't.
We changed your name from Victor to all of South America because it makes us feel better when you beat us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you are beating us at the moment, just so you know.
I didn't see the results from the last round, but I'm surprised that I'm the lead. I'm not so good in this.
Well, you had a great weekend last weekend, but we'll get into that later. We've still got to get your tips for the next two games. But today is all about Tactical Fortitude, and I'd like to start it off with welcoming our new member, Mark Karch, however that's pronounced, Mark. Welcome. You're going to love it. You're going to love it in here. It's great. Mike Shane wants a brief explanation of the formation changes. Well, you've come to the right place, Mike, because these boys will cover that for you. Dan Moore must have got another membership. I don't know whether you were a member before, Dan. I would have thought you would. But let's start off with, and Hip Khan saying, great to see you, Victor. How are you feeling, Victor? What's going on?
Yeah, I felt bad these past weeks, but the weather here in São Paulo is not so good. The air is dry, a lot of pollution, and I have some issues, and then they just got better, worse actually. They just got worse. Then I went to the hospital to see if I had pneumonia. Is that how we say?
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
Pneumonia, yep.
But yeah, I'm good. Just
Aaron, what do you reckon? We got a couple of choices. You could move up to LA with Josh, or he could move to the country in Idaho, Iowa, Indiana.
One of those states that start with an I. Yeah.
It's one of those states that starts with an I and move in with you, but then he'd be on reconnaissance because you're out there looking at future Wrexham players, aren't you?
We got future Wrexham players over here who just scored a goal a minute ago. They're playing a friendly against one of the local teams, so I'm watching. I've got that over here. Zayden's over here in goal, playing in goal with one of the older groups. So he's, we got both the boys are doing good. I got about 150 kids around me playing football, so we're good.
Okay. Well, so who's first up today?
Doesn't matter.
I love the way there's a commitment there to make a decision.
I can go. Let's get into it. Ready. I can let her rip if you want me to go.
Oh, okay. You go.
Well, I've already got my stuff pulled up, so.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good point.
All right. Okay. Well, here we go. I will tell everybody in the chat, I changed things up a little bit this week on how I'm doing my presentation a little bit. Still mostly the same, but just a little bit more and a little extra stuff. So let me know if you guys like it, or if there's anything different that you'd like to see that I'm doing when I'm doing these breakdowns. So just let us know in the chat what you guys think. So we'll get going. So we got Derby County. Obviously, the team we play on the weekend. And here is their form compared to our form. So you'll see this. I'm doing a little more comparison of stuff. So obviously their form, and this is all competitions, obviously. So they drew against Bristol, lost against Burnley, beat Ipswich, drew with Ipswich, beat West Brom, and then lost to Preston North End, and that's the game we'll be going over this week. And then of course you got our form, which, I don't know if I've ever seen a form that screams get the manager out. Nothing like 4 wins and 1. So kind of funny, don't you look back at it, how much talk there was last week. But yeah, I think Parky's in pretty good shape. So let's go on the next slide. Here's a look at how they line up, how we line up. So this goes with, who was it that asked the question earlier? This is exactly how we lined up. And
Mike Shane was asking about
all right,
formation.
okay. So Mike, there you go. It's a 3-4-2-1. This was our starting lineup for the weekend. And this was their starting lineup on the weekend. They play the same as we do. It looks very similar. They also have a very defensive-minded manager, similar to us. So they are, and I'll show you some of that in some of the stats. They will absolutely let us have the ball. I expect us to have a lot of the ball this weekend, especially them being away. They're going to sit deep and defend. So moving on. Here's goals per match. They are in 11th in the league, 1.3 goals per match, and then it shows us we're in third, 1.8 goals per match. Not bad.
Third.
Not bad.
Who said we were defensive minded?
I don't know. Somebody did. Here's the problem. Goals conceded per match. We're tied with them on 19th with 2. So we're conceding more than we're scoring. That's the problem. We got to get that lined out. But I expect this number to be dropping. I think we're starting to get things going. Average possession, obviously, neither one of these teams want the ball a lot, and they want it even less than we do. So they're 23rd
Interesting there.
out of 24. What's that?
Interesting that slide. Sheffield United in second for average possession.
Well, in Southampton too. So the top 2 teams are struggling at the moment. Both of them are towards the bottom of the table right now. So what's that tell you about having possession? No, doesn't necessarily mean it's great. You got to do something with it when you have it. So here's clean sheets. We're both tied at 15th with 1. Of course, you see, interestingly, Charlton Athletic tied at we're in first place with 3.
John Merrill's second favourite team behind Wrexham.
That's right. Big. He's big. Charlton, really loves their manager. And then here's big chances. Obviously, we are first in the league in big chances, 21. They are 23rd in the league in creating big chances with 7. So that's interesting. Touches in the opposition box. It's funny with as many big chances as we create. It's funny we actually are pretty low with touches in the opposition box, which you would think would be. It
So
doesn't necessarily. What's that?
How would you break down that data then? I mean, what are you seeing there?
It's interesting. It just means we're being very clinical. If we're getting big chances, or maybe not clinicals. Clinical is not the right word. Clinical would mean you're scoring them. We're getting into very dangerous areas when we do get into the box. So we're not getting into the box as much as a lot of teams do, but we are getting very good chances when we're in there. And then they're dead last in the league as far as touches in the opposition box. Here's our top scorers compared to theirs. So Carlton Morris, he's a big number 9. He plays a similar, it's a similar-ish role to what Kiefer Moore plays. He's a target man. They'll hoof the ball up to him, and we'll show a little bit of that today when I do go through my stuff, go through the breakdown. And but then you see behind him, they just don't have a lot else. Wyman only scored 1. Elders scored 1. And then for us, though, you've got Kiefer Moore scored 4. Wendass scored 3. Lewis O'Brien scored 2. He should have scored about 5 on the weekend. He had several chances. But let's move this on. And then assists. So again, they're not creating a lot. They've only got 2 assists for the season. Corey Blackett-Taylor and Patrick Ajiman. And his assist was, I don't have it today, but the fact they gave him an assist was a joke.
Yeah.
He-
Well, I mean, they've only
they-
scored 8 goals in 6 matches and
right.
conceded 12.
Exactly. But then for us, you see what we're creating. We've got 2 assists from Max, 2 assists from Kabore, 2 assists from McLean.
And Kabore's played 1 game.
Exactly. So, which is going to be interesting, and we'll get into that when we start talking about the game.
Okay.
And then top-rated players, which I know some people don't put a lot into the FOTMob ratings, but it's just something to kind of help judge players and how they're playing. They've got 1 player over 7, which is Carlton Morris with 7.15. We've got several players over 7 average rating, and these 3 are the tops right now. Kiefer Moore, Windass, and O'Brien. So let me move on. Game study. So this particular game we're going to go through is their game from the weekend, which was against Preston. As you can see, possession was fairly even. They 52% to Preston, which, that's basically 50-50. Which is surprising because Derby did have a little more of the ball than they usually do. But a lot of that came at the end of the game. They were trailing 1-0, and they were just all over Preston trying to score at the end, and they just couldn't get it converted. But you can see some of the numbers there. Total shots, 10 to Preston, 7 to Derby. On target, 6 to Preston, 2 to Derby, and I think that's kind of the biggest problem. 2 big chances, and I haven't looked into them. I think actually both of their big chances were from Patrick Ajiman, which was somebody we were linked up with in the summer, and I made my feelings known on it. I didn't think he was good enough. I didn't think he was somebody we want.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good. He's very good physically, but he's a very raw talent, and his finishing is not good at all. And so he gets into great spots, but he does not finish very well at all. And that was my big knock on him. And then there's also, he'll disappear in a game for, he's one of those players who can just disappear and you forget he's on the pitch at some points. So I think he actually created both their big chances on the weekend. But again, that was when they were really pushing forward on Preston at the end of the game. They just couldn't quite get a goal in. So here we go to some of the game stuff. So what I want to show here, this ends up being the goal for Preston, and this was early in the match. I think it was around the 30-minute mark or so. But you can see they've got plenty of defenders back. There's no reason that, they've got an extra defender. I'm pointing him out here. He's their extra defender. He kind of just floats around, but ends up not really doing anything. And I'll show you why. And this will go into some of my key points for later. So we'll move forward, and you see the ball is up at the top. And again, I've pointed out that one defender. He's alone. He's not manned up. He's just kind of a floater. He's an extra defender. But you can see I've got the yellow arrow towards the man who ends up scoring the goal. His name's slipping my mind at the moment, but you can see the blue arrow is where the pass is going. So they're going to pass it across, basically across the top of the box here. But you can see they've got plenty of defenders back. They should be able to defend it. This is something there shouldn't be a goal coming from this. Really shouldn't be. So
I see that. I see that there, Steve. This is my natural state. Thank you for the super chat. Keep going.
Thank you, Steve. So again, here's another one. I'm pointing out players arriving late. So the 2 purple arrows at the top of the screen, I'm pointing those out, and I can actually go back. So the top one, that's their right wing back getting back very late. Okay. And the reason I point that out is if you look at I went back a screen.
Just wait, Aaron, you've frozen.
Uh-oh.
So okay, I've gone to that screen. I'm on slide 17 for you now. Yeah,
we lost him.
We lost him. Okay. That's we will get back to Aaron in a second. He's obviously just ran into a bit of technical difficulty there. Seems to be the day for it. Josh had a few issues this morning, but it's you and me now, Victor. So while we wait for Aaron to come back, why don't we'll jump straight into what you've got for us for Wrexham. I think we'll jump straight into it.
Okay. So
And you've
let
got a
me
great
share
little
this
sock
screen.
in the background. I can see there over your left shoulder.
Yeah, it's my daughter. Filho, seu pé tá aí, ó, aparecendo.
As she waves hello. I love it. There you go. Welcome to the local
Okay.
pundit. Okay, what do you got for us, buddy?
Let me share. I think that while we wait for Aaron, I can start answering the question from Mike Shane. A brief explanation of the formation changes. I think that's can be the point. That's the main point.
Yep.
Before we go through the match to the game breakdown. Okay, can you put in the screen?
Yep, for sure.
Please. Yeah. Okay. So we changed the way, the shape we defend. Before we were defending like this in a 5-3-2, that depending on the height of the block, it could be a 3-5-2, sometimes a 5-3-1-1, and that was leaving us unprotected on the side of the pitch, because when they change, okay, we were defending like this. If the ball is here, we do this, and then this guy is alone because the ball won't get into him. If it does, we had time to change the side. But sometimes we because of Broadhead or Hardy or even Moore, because of the attackers, sometimes we were not doing this quick enough, and then the midfielders were in doubt, especially O'Brien and Matt James, and every time we had to change the side of the play when we were defending, sometimes we were late and conceding some spaces for them. Now we change it to this situation, to when we are pressing high, we were defending in a 5-2-3, sometimes 3-4-3, depending on the opponent, depending on the play that they are trying. And as we drop, it becomes a 5-4-1. So what this give us? As we can see, the distance that our players who are protecting the side need to cover is shorter, so they can be more comfortable to go up and down instead going from one side to the other. So they have a shorter zone to cover, a smaller zone to cover, and then also they are ready to protect more spots. Like if Windows is here, he's comfortable to cover this pass, to press this guy, even to press this guy if more drops, or to follow and give support to Kabore if things get bad. So that was the main change. Another change, we started doing long chases. Sometimes we're not we were doing short chases. In these past matches, we were doing very long chases. When we go to the slides, we can see that Clear sometimes was following this guy until to here, and then Cabore dropping to cover the line. The same for Doyle or Brunt in the other side. So those were the main tactical changes that we did, that Parkinson and his staff did. This shape, we changed the shape and this dynamics of this long chases. The same for Cabore and Longman on the side. That's what happened. We talked about, we changed the way we build the place, the way we attack in this box
Mhm.
midfield, but now we also changed the way we defend. And well, I talked about that before. I don't remember if I talked about that here, but in Wrexham Brazil channel, I I made a video talking about this, that we should change to this situation, because it should make our attackers more comfortable to defend, and then this should fix this problem that was overloading our wingers. Because if the way we defended before, if this ball is here and O'Brien's late, we are in a bad situation on the side of the pitch, as we could see in a lot of matches. Um, okay, any news about Aaron?
He's struggling with the internet. I noticed before when you were showing Windass being able to support Kabore, Mike Shane asked, I noticed Kabore, and you'll probably get into this later. I noticed Kabore was able to release early to take long passes up the wing for clear crosses, where Barnett is always covered when he crosses. Well, there's a couple of does Kabore's aggressiveness let counter attacks? Well, there was a couple of instances I noticed to that, Victor, which was the fact that when Norwich were pressing in attack, and that other a defender that's coming forward in attack with Windass there, which brings them all into our defensive half, Cordoba was willing to play more of a floating role and played off Kabore a little bit too much in this match, which then freed up Kabore to attack down that wing. And because of his speed, he was put into a lot of space.
Yeah. One thing about Cabore, especially in the first half, we got some problems on that side, because of he's just a new player, and sometimes they need to coordinate better. They need chemistry, but at the end of the first half and the whole second half, they fixed these dynamics. The team needs to get used. But talking about the wingers, Longman was a good news, because he played really well defensively and offensively on the left wing. So that's good to see that. We also talked about that when we analyzed the whole squad after the window.
Yeah, I agree. That was very good. The fact that he was able to do that with Kabore on the other side, especially with Kakache out injured, and we have not seen the best of Kakache yet. So I think there's more joy to come for Wrexham with players coming back to full fitness.
Yeah. And about the aggressiveness when we were attacking, and about the counterattacks, actually that that's almost the same scenario when Longman was playing on the right. He usually was our most advanced player, even more than Moore, sometimes even more the strikers. So yeah, that's here in Brazil. We say that football is a short blanket. If you cover your head, you uncover your feet, and if you cover your feet,
I like
you
that.
can
That's a
cover.
great
Yeah,
one.
a cobertor curto, we say in Portuguese, a short blanket.
Yep.
So yeah, we need to take risks, to try to find some good situations, some advantages. Um, let's go to see some screenshots, some
Yes.
slideshows. Okay, so that's the main point that I want to bring today. This change, we repeated that against Reading on Carabao Cup, just with a different formation. It was Broadhead here. I don't Broadhead Lee
Yeah.
on the right,
Lee. Yeah.
Lee here,
Yeah.
then Thomason and James. Yeah,
That's correct. Yes. And
but
that's
we
fine. You don't
kept
have to bring them up. We understand
what?
that you don't have to swap them out. That's the, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
and well, we kept the same dynamics, the same defensive shape, the same offensive shape, obviously with different uh, characteristics, because Broadhead, he does not defend so good as
Mhm.
O'Brien and Windes did,
Yep.
but he will get used. He played in the position that he was used to play offensively. That's why
Yep.
he scored twice. That's why he played well. He
Yep.
was on the left side, and
Steve, we'll
well,
get to. I will definitely get to that question. I haven't forgotten it sitting there. We will bring that up later. You keep going, Victor.
okay. Oh, about Rathbone. Okay,
Yeah.
he can fit everywhere. Here, 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 and here. He's just so good. He can
He's
play
yeah.
in any situation.
That's the plus of Rathbone.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go through the plays. I have screenshots only from Norwich match, but that was the same dynamics in both of them. Oh, Greg said Rathbone takes Dobson's spot probably, but he can also play on O'Brien spot or even Windes.
Yep. And if you need to, and if we need to give players a rest from a big game, let's say O'Brien has a massive game against Derby, plays 75 minutes, 80 minutes, and it's fully gassed, and you've got to follow up 3 days later, we can then rest a player like O'Brien and swap in Rathbone and not lose really anything at all, which I think
Yeah,
if when Rathbone's back up to full speed.
yeah, of course. Can you put on the screen
The
or the
slides,
share?
they're not in here yet. You'll have to put them in. I'll remove this. You've got to. I'll kick out that one. Oh, whoop! No. Yeah, you've got to click on those three dots and remove your previous one, Victor.
Okay.
Yep, and now bring in the new one. There we go.
Nice.
Is that the sun? Isn't that what we just had?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to slide through that. That's not a slideshow, is it?
What? No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
you've
right.
got it. There we
Yeah,
go. Okay.
that's right. So, just showing what we just saw in the tactical board. Now, inside the pitch, they build in a 4+2, sometimes with one of the CDMs going up
Mm-hmm.
and down, and the attackers sometimes dropping. And we kept doing well this change of the side. So here's O'Brien, Moore take these two guys. O'Brien's free to protect the zone. So when we have the pressure trigger, that sometimes is the pass to the side. In some situations when we are deciding to go up, is the pass, the back pass. So now they were playing the side. We can see that this guy is coming back. This guy also came back. Now he's attacking, and the other guys from the other side are dropping. So our players doing this balance. Do we say this in English? The balance when we change from one side to the other.
Yep.
Okay. So here we can see how how we were covering well all the pass options, the long chases that I talked about. This guy is Longman. So in the beginning, the ball was here. We can see this front five. Now the ball is on the side. All the guys from the side
Yep. Yeah,
approaching.
look at our press there.
Midfield.
Look at our press.
Yeah, yeah. This happened the whole match. In the last 10 minutes, uh, we were not pressing high, but we're still marking well. So in a low block, we were sitting in this 5-4-1 that I said here. You can say that we started in this 2-3. Now in a 5-4-1, covering well all the zones, all the pass options. If this guy advances, the Windows can press him. So we won't let the ball uncover.
This is good. This is good.
And then when we had the ball, the same shape, Windows, we we were talking about the collective dynamics, but having a player like Windows on the pitch changes everything. He takes this good organization and puts it in a higher level because he just can, like O'Brien does, he can cover all the zones. He runs everywhere. He's just drops, goes up and down from one side to the other, and he has better quality than O'Brien to make passes. So we can see here that in this situation, O'Brien and Windows, they drop it to create a space behind the defense, and then Cabore and Longman attacking. So sometimes we were attacking in this 3+2, and then someone said in the chat 3-2-2 and 3 in the front. A lot of times Longman and Cabore were attackers. They were wingers, not wing backs when he had the ball. And then with the attacking midfielders, O'Brien and Windes, covering the space they left, both to receive the ball or to act as a rest defense in a counter attack. Talking about the wing backs or wingers, when we were defending, here the ball was on the left side of the attack, right side of our defense. So Cabore went up to press. They changed the side. Now Longman is going up and Cabore is going back. And we can see this five in the middle closing the pass options. All this plays ended in a long pass with our defenders comfortable to recover the ball.
Yeah.
So we did
And
really
that's a
well.
good understanding of the formation from the wingers/wing backs pressing and dropping back and covering space, and depending on the position of the ball at the time.
Yeah. Here we can see again that same situation. O'Brien, and that's about the individual of the player. O'Brien is very fierce. He likes to press. As he see a press trigger, he's the first to go. Sometimes he shouldn't, but sometimes even when he shouldn't, he can recover good balls. We can see, I don't know, I don't remember if I got a screenshot from that, but in the second half we considered a great chance for them because O'Brien went up and he shouldn't. But yeah, we can see here that he's ready to both press this guy or block a pass to this guy. Same situation, everyone blocking the pass options. Longman here, Doyle here, and then we had the ball. We could start building up the place comfortably, and we had our first chance with Windes hitting the post. Again, here in a very low block, we have Windes Dobson, Schiff, O'Brien, Longman, Kabore is here, and then Moore is not on the screen because it was a transition. And then we have the short blanket, as I said. If we defend like this, sometimes with two here, we used to defend with three. We don't have this CDM to protect the the entrance of the edge of the box. So sometimes we have this, we will offer this space when Dobson, Schiff, and our midfielders, they can't communicate well to change who's marking who. Then sometimes they could receive the ball here in a danger zone, but our defenders were aware to press and shorten the space. Another example of the long chases, and we were defending in this mid to high block, clear following the player until the end, and our players in the middle aligned to defend, to cover the spaces. What's the problem when we defend like this, pressing high, and with this short or long chases? We will often be in 1v1 situation, and when they can be better, it can turn into a snowball. In this situation, Longman was dribble, this guy was advancing, and then Callum Doyle, he was too slow compared to this guy, and the guy was just faster, could finish. Okonkwo did a great save here.
He did a great save on that move, didn't he?
Yeah, he did really, really good. But it was the only great chance they had before the goal. And that's when they scored. O'Brien was not playing well in the first half, losing a lot of possession, making some bad passes. In this situation, we had the ball, Moore passed to him in a header. He lost possession, made the fall, and then they were quick and they scored. He was offside, but they had one extra player on the pitch called the referee and all the assistants.
Whoa, controversy from Victor.
Yeah, in this situation, the referee, in this match, the referee was enjoying helping the owners of the house. But yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but until the end, we were competitive. After the goal, they were pressing a little, but we could recover the control of the match. They were better for 5 minutes, then recovered the control of the match. We almost score here. Schiff and Windes, they had so good quality when they passed the ball, and then Kabore, they couldn't find Kabore during the first half. The pass were either too strong or too weak, but then they started understanding each other. That's the first time these three players are playing together. The first time Schiff is a starter. The second time Windes is playing as a starter. The first time Kabore playing as a starter. So it's a matter of time. And when the time came, Kabore started getting free on the right side, on the right wing, a lot of times. He did 2 assists, but he could made 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
Here another great pass. This pass was from Schiff between these 3 defenders. Now another great pass from Windes. This, as I said, happened a lot. Windes dropping to create space and then finish the play. Kabore received here, made the cross. Moore
that was so unlucky. That was so close to a goal.
Yeah.
Kiefer Moore was half a pace off getting a foot on that ball.
Yeah, yeah. But well, we can see that the goal, the way we scored, it happened in the first half. So that was a good sign that we could
Pass.
find the space.
You're about to show the pass of the match.
Yeah. Oh my god. This situation, we recovered the ball. Longman could hold possession. Then Kabore started running, and he is really fast. And Ben Schiff, who is a magician, he did such a great pass. Kabore received, could could find Windes, and Windes,
One touch pass.
yeah, one touch. He started. He saw he knew what he had to do before receiving the ball, so he just adjusted his body and then did this great pass. And well, we're talking about Windes.
And Windass, one touch goal.
Yeah,
One touch. Like that is
one touch.
that is the best quality football you can see.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the point of having a great player like Windes. As Aaron showed, we are the team who creates the most big chances in the league, and probably we lose most chances. We miss most of these chances. Having a player like Windes will miss less chances.
Yeah.
Another chance, we had the situation. Windes dropped, received, pass to Moore, who dropped it, and then Windes attacked the space. So all the defenders, we can see that they are all looking focused on the ball, because these two players were moving around every time, and then O'Brien was free to advance. The ball came back. Windes received.
And you can see, like, Norwich is trying to play a high line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were good enough to manipulate this line and find this space behind the defense. Such a great save from their keeper.
Yeah.
O'Brien
was unlucky not to score a goal there.
Yeah, in this situation, O'Brien did all that he could do. A strong finish. In the, here we say contrapé. I don't know the word in English, but the goalkeeper was moving to the right. O'Brien made a shot on the left, so that's the correct. But he was really good.
Now it was the right decision. It was the right decision by O'Brien to go for goal. But if you actually look there, if he'd done a pass to the right,
here
Kiefer Moore has an open goal.
Yeah. But here
he's under a lot of pressure from the defender. It was the right choice to shoot on goal.
Yeah. And here it's kind of an illusion because of the screenshot, but during the play, as you said, the pressure was too close. I don't know if this pass could find Moore, because he was a little behind before. When O'Brien received, you can see Moore was a little behind.
Yeah.
But yes, we kept with our good pressure. Here, Moore was marking this guy. The pass came to the goalkeeper. He went up. The pass to the left. Then O'Brien pressing. We recover possession. And then the goal, as happened, we could see in this situation. In the goal, Windes dropping, Schiff advancing to confuse the defenders, and then Windes could find Schiff. Schiff did this great pass, another great pass to Kabore. Kabore went to the end line.
I've said this on a couple of shows now, Victor. Ben Schiff is going to make other players look good.
Yeah, yeah. This was insane. This pass was insane. And again, our midfielders working together, moving around, creating space. And Kabore just running forward. Longman scored. Then the third goal. This was a counter-attack. 3 in a row. A counter-attack. O'Brien received. He should pass at Kabore here. This screenshot is in the beginning, but Kabore, this guy went up. Then Kabore was free to receive. And then he could score. He could pass to Moore. O'Brien decided to make a shot to finish. The goalkeeper did a good save. And then in the corner, after the corner, Cleworth did this long pass to Windes. And then Windes is Windes. Just scored.
That was so good.
Like here in Brazil, we say that in this situation, we say throw the gloves, goalkeeper, to see if you can get it.
Absolutely. And Broadhead scored a similar type of goal against Reading, but when you watch the two goals back, one after the other, you see the quality of Windas's strike. Broadhead, great goal, but Windas's strike was amazing. Interestingly enough, I think we'll probably get some expert breakdown of the play now, Victor, because we're going to bring in somebody that I don't think anyone can hold a candle to in terms of tactical breakdown. I'm going to bring him in now and get his expert opinion on the team.
Great. Oh.
I'm just testing on my internet. I'm just literally testing on the internet. See if it's okay.
Yeah.
Great background.
Oh yeah. Well, I learned from Ken. You got to do stuff in the background when you're in the hospital. When you're in a hospital place, you gotta get it done. You gotta get it done.
Have you got much more to get through there, Victor? Where are you up to?
Yeah, we're close to the end. Just to show a few more situations. And this one is interesting about the versatility of our attacking midfielders, Windes and O'Brien. The first time they played together in the beginning of the league, they did this switching sides. This happened in the first half, happening again in the second half. We're still marking well, pressing high, recovering the ball in the attacking side of the pitch. We could score 4-5. Another situation, another good counter-attack. Again, Windes dropping and finding another great pass to Kabore. But this time he couldn't cross well, but could be another goal.
Yes.
We just got the control of the match for the whole match. And then at the end, we had Thomasson coming in, then playing in O'Brien spot. Windes went out, and then O'Brien was the player on the right side right now. And interesting about Thomasson because he was playing in a midfield too on Bolton, but as a box to box, going up and down every time, scoring a lot of goals, and it's good to see that he can play in all the positions in the middle. Against Reading, he played with James, and every time they were switching sides in these two CDMs, in this double pivot. So another great news, we could see Thomasson in action. And well, at the end, we started getting a little tired. So this was the situation that I said that O'Brien went up to press with Moore. They were late. Then we got this 1v1 situation. And then Dobson is late. Cleworth had to protect the box. Kabore was dribbled. O'Brien could recover, but Dobson was tired. He didn't. Went back, and then we had this 3-against-2 situation on the target of the cross. This guy Makama almost
quickly,
scored.
I think you've got a question from our other expert analyst. Victor, what's the question?
Senior correspondent for not knowing shit about fuck. We don't have an effective Dobson replacement, in my opinion. Am I correct in this?
Yeah,
No, I disagree with you.
Okay.
I think that this guy is Rathbone. We don't have an available one, but
And
Rathbone.
I actually think Thomason can play that role quite well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't
but
seen enough of him.
that's
Then
left-footed.
if it is him, then fair play. I hope so. Right?
But thank you for your input, caller.
Sorry. Yeah. Long time caller. First time listen. I'll listen off the air. There you go. I was actually listening to you guys. I was sitting over there. I'm like, oh, this is really interesting stuff. You know, I was paying attention. I was learning something.
That's what Victor does for all of us.
Yeah. I was sitting there. I'm like, you know, I could probably be a little more tactical. And then I said, fuck it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's what you guys are.
Okay, so let's finish. We still in control. We had this opportunity. O'Brien chose to shoot. It was over the bar. He could pass to Thomason, but okay.
Mhm.
And then they scored again with a little help from the referee. Thomason could
Victor's
steal the
bitter.
ball. What?
Victor's bitter on the ref.
yeah. This guy can't come to Brazil because Wrexham Brazil community hates him.
Okay, careful. We're live on the air.
No Sao Paulo holiday for the referee.
Okay, he can come to Brazil if he apologizes.
The ref was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and then they could steal the ball. Our players were tired, as I said. O'Brien just decided not to press. Then when James came up, the same for Dobson. He didn't press. When James came up, he was easily dribbled. The guy could shoot. And then they scored.
It was a weak goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
just
again-
jump in, Josh. Feel free. Jump in anytime you like.
Okay, just trying to. Would you guys drop AO for Burton?
No.
No.
Are you losing patience with AO?
Yeah.
No.
Well, by the way, that's the end. The last.
Yep. Well, when you look back when we had our other expert analysis on, unfortunately his internet dropped out. Our last 5 matches are all are 4 wins, because they include Carabao Cup. So when you look at all of our matches, you can actually see we've won against Reading, won against Norwich, lost to QPR, won against Millwall, won against Preston, and drew to Sheffield Wednesday. So I've got no issues at all with AO. I just think our team is absolutely coming together. And I want to go back because I feel like I owe Steve Barton, and I'll go back and find. I should have tagged it. That was my mistake as a host, so I apologise. Although
At least your internet works.
yeah, although I'm going to put this one up now that I've just seen it. Against Clairol's wishes, there's a rumour that Josh will shave his dyed hair if Wrexham wins Saturday. Big call.
Trying to grow it out. You're doing a grow out phase here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But no, I just feel like, and oh my God, it's so far back with people chatting in the chat here. Okay, here we go. Steve Barton, where does Rathbone fit in? Followed by, how do we get Rathbone and Lewis O'Brien on the pitch together? Now, let's hit the first question in terms of where does Rathbone fit in? Do you think Rathbone is, once he's fit, an automatic starter?
I don't know if he's an automatic starter. He has the quality to that, but he need to work. He will need to work because we have good players. great players as
We
starters
have
right
good
now.
depth now, don't we?
Yeah.
So in that box midfield, that 2-2 in the mid, obviously, I think the first choice is, in my opinion, well, first two choices, here we go, are Ben Sheaf and Lewis O'Brien. Ben Sheaf behind, Lewis O'Brien in front on the left. That seems to me to be a lay down that they are the best two players for those positions. Then the other two midfielders are a mix of a multitude of players, in my opinion. So Dobson, Thomason, Rathbone, Broadhead, there's depth there now.
That sounds about right. Rathbone's what? I would say Rathbone's like a week away from getting on the bench, maybe.
And yeah, so if you had to pick the four best, if everyone's fully fit, if we're going to play that box style midfield, who's your best four, Victor?
Don't do this to me. I don't know.
Oh, well, see, okay. Well, I'm going to pick someone that I know will always have an opinion. Josh, who's your best four?
Sorry, I missed the question. Can you repeat it, please?
The best four midfielders in that formation that we've now moved to.
Lewis O'Brien, right?
So he's forward on the left.
Chief.
Yep,
right?
Behind.
Windass, do you call him a forward?
Well, there you go. Windass has to play one of those positions.
Right, so he's in the two behind the one. So it's
two behind more, that's right.
Yeah, so O'Brien, Windass behind Moore.
Yep.
And then two in the back would be Shafe. And I got to say Dobson. At this point.
Yeah.
So you would take Dobson over Thomason or Rathbone fully fit.
I haven't seen enough of Thomason. So I could change that. I'll be wearing flip flops. Javianas. What is it called? Javianas. What are the flip flops? Oh shit! Someone help me out. Javianas. I'll be flip flopping. I'm sure. Rathbone. Are they Javianas?
Maybe this is why Victor didn't want to, tell us what he wanted to do.
Actually, I can say I'm with Josh. My four in the middle are Sheaf, Dobson, O'Brien, and Windass. And I don't see he can play as in the double pivot, O'Brien, but I don't like him playing this position. Before he came at Swansea, I could watch some matches that he did well protecting the zone in the front of the box. So he's way better, more advanced. I would pick. I'm sharing the screen. Can you put? So I think this is better to see with all the players. Yeah, I'm talking about O'Brien here. I don't like O'Brien here. Most of people in internet say that this is the ideal, the best we have. But I don't like
that. You don't like. That's probably the best. I would agree with that. Yeah. If you're gonna, well, you have to you're sacrificing O'Brien going forward for Broadhead up there. That's probably the best for midfield.
Okay,
but O'Brien is not good in this zone. He defends really well here, but here he's not so good. And Broadhead also is not a great defender. So defensively, we would be really weak in the side. So I don't like this.
I like the fact that you've just said that because, in my opinion, O'Brien, Windass, and Broadhead can all rotate and play those forward positions. Sheaf, Dobson, Rathbone, Thomason, and I haven't even named Matty James.
Yeah.
Can all play those back positions. Look at the depth there now, guys. Look at the depth. That's why it's hard to make the decision.
Well, I said on the earlier show before the internet went tits up, Parkinson just has 1-for-1. He doesn't really change his formation, so he has backup. He's got 1-for-1. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Barton says Brunt at the back. Yeah. No, you're right. That's good options right there. I think I'm saying I don't think I'd like to see a little more of Thomason because Dobson gets stuck in. You know, who's the stuck-in guy? Who's the dirty guy? Who's the garbage man?
Rathbone, Dobson, Thomason.
Yeah.
And Dobson's the one that does it the most, is willing to play rough. But Rathbone and Thomason, I've seen enough of Thomason to see he's willing to do that.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Yep, and I think that Rathbone will adapt to that style of player, and will occasionally drift forward from that back position and be another spear and attack when we're going at it.
Who's covering the Windass role though?
Well,
there you go.
Yeah.
Rathbone, O'Brien, Broadhead, and sometimes other attackers like Hardy. But he didn't play well, but
Hardy, Smith. Smith is really the more cover though.
But actually in this role that he played, none of them, Smith and Hardy. Then it would be Rathbone, Broadhead, Lee. Now he's back from his injuries.
We took a very long time to name Elliot Lee, didn't we?
Yeah, he was injured.
Oh, was he injured? Or
Well,
just
he
not
played against Reading and he played well.
He did play well.
Yeah,
he did play
and
well.
that's interesting about Rathbone. He can play literally in the 4 positions, and he did that before. We started changing to this box midfield by the end of the last season when Rathbone was a starter, if you guys remember.
Hang on. There's our starter.
Morgan. What? Morgan.
Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate it.
All right, stop kissing up to Ken. Jeez.
But in all seriousness, if there's another player that's, trying to improve, and look at what he's got to look at what he's got to beat.
You see that one, Ken? I don't know if you want to. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it.
Oh, okay. Wait up. We have a choice overload.
No.
This one. We need an upgrade for Clearworth. Matt Clapper. I think at the very start of the season, Maxi has been struggling to get up to speed. He's done a good job, but not a great job. And I do think he's got the most upside. But if we'd had a slightly better player, I actually think we'd have a couple more points on the board right now.
Heim.
Exactly.
Heim. Is Heim there? You have a Heim there?
Yep. And Heim and then Cody would have still been in the middle. And I think Cody's been blamed and dropped for other people's errors in front of him. That's my opinion.
McLean and Matty James.
Victor, your thoughts on that comment?
I like Max. I like Clearworth, and I'll defend him until the end of the times.
He's he's just too nice, this guy, Victor. He's too nice.
Yeah, then you have Marie from SoCal back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
For being too nice.
Yeah.
For being too nice.
He struggled in the beginning, but he developed well, and he played great in the last match. And the same for Ryan. I like Cody. Cody also had to work to get his spot back.
Can I tell you who's better than Max? I'll tell you who's better than Max.
Who?
Brunt is better than Max.
Yeah, Brunt is playing that.
Sorry, what? So Brunt is better than Max. Brunt's a better player.
These are my back 3 right now. For the next match, this guy should be my back 3. Ryan, Clearworth, and Brunt, because they did really well in the last matches.
Over Doyle.
Over Doyle.
Over Doyle, yeah.
And Matt White, ratings-wise, Max is our strongest defender so far. I think the ratings are terribly skewed, Matt. I don't agree with them. And that's and again, everybody's allowed to have their difference of opinion. Yeah. I'm not saying Max should be gone. I'm just saying Max needs to keep improving.
Yeah. He's not good with the ball at his feet. He doesn't handle the pressure well. If you press Max, he gets befuddled, and Although he has had some really great tackles coming back and saving, I'll give him that. But I don't like him at his feet, and I think it's a different style of play. Having Max different style. Max gets happy feet for sure.
Paul Kelly, I want one game with Doyle, Cody, and Hyam.
Yeah, that's possible. But I think that we should be slower in this situation. We could be slower because Hyam and Cody are not so fast. They are experienced. They could really well the spaces, but they're not so fast. Like,
and that's the thing that Brunt brings to the table.
He needs a Brunt next to him to cover the space, because a Cody and a Hyam will be tactically in the right position. But if something gets away from him, you need to have the pace from one of those guys, and or a Kakache or a Kabore to cover that side for sure.
This is what a great analysis. I love this. This is fantastic.
Did I do okay, Coach?
I think this has been an upgrade from Aaron, myself personally.
I mean, he's in a truck. I'm just happy my internet works.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I did get to see one of Aaron's skins before he dropped out, which is his weekly hashtag skin.
Oh, that's part of the week for me.
So I can remember one of the hashtags. Hashtag don't touch the orange drink.
Oh.
Hashtag that's Kabore.
Yeah.
Should
we call him? Let's just call him. Let's see.
Well, yeah, I just can't remember the rest of them.
Let's see.
I just can't remember the rest of them. But don't touch the orange drink, I think, was one of them. Hashtag don't touch the orange drink.
That's a great one. That's a great
one. One thing interesting about Max that you guys said is with the ball when he's pressed.
Hey, sorry. Hold on. Hey, listen. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Victor, but I have Aaron. Aaron, you're live on the channel because your internet sucks. We need to know your hashtags. Ken remembered 2 of them. Ken, what are the 2 real quick? We got
that's Kabore. Hashtag that's Kabore and hashtag don't touch the orange drink.
And hashtag don't touch the orange drink, right?
Yep. And then hashtag free broadhead. Hashtag
free broadhead.
More hat trick. Hashtag. Did he say the patty potato show?
No, he didn't say the patty potato.
I can't remember. I can't remember the rest of them. No, my completely went to shit.
You and me both today. It was in the internet. So okay, let's go through them. It was Ken. You said it was hashtag that's Kabore, right?
Yep.
All right. Hashtag don't drink the orange drink.
Yep.
Hashtag the potato show.
Yep.
Patty potato show.
Hashtag free broadhead. Hashtag chief for president. And hashtag.
So we can't hear those last 2, Josh. Hashtag what?
Hashtag chief for president. Hashtag hashtag save more hat trick. Yeah, and also hashtag free broadhead and hashtag don't fucking touch on that bombshell.
And then Mike Shane said they asked Aaron to get out of his truck and come in and take a penalty kick. They did not. They definitely did not.
By the way, sorry, Brandon scored a brace in the friendly. Everyone, yay, Brandon. Nice job. Future Wrexham star. All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. So,
all right. I totally killed the show.
Yes.
All right.
So, we were talking about just quickly Cleworth and his where I think Cleworth falls down is coming out of defense with the ball, and that's where Brunt totally shines over the top of him.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Well, their confidence to beat a player, and Cleworth is taking the more percentage option and going, I'm happy to give the ball away and not make a mistake and give up the ball and concede a goal. So I understand the mindset, but hopefully he can evolve as a player and improve in that regard.
Yeah. People in the chat said something interesting that I was going to get through. That's the same that happens in the midfield, that we have so many great options and players who can play in different roles. That's the same for the defenders. We said we can have any of combination of these five, any three who gets into the pitch, will be good. And
Well,
that
and
someone said in the chat that depends on the situation. Sometimes we'll have stronger and some more experienced strikers. So it's great to have Doyle. Oh, sorry, to have Cody and Hyan. Sometimes they will be faster.
Yeah.
Then it's great to have Doyle and Clearth, or Brunt and Clearth.
And behind these, you still have Dan Scar.
Yeah, I forgot about Dan Scar. Yeah, save Scar.
Yeah.
Scar's better. Scar's better.
He did really well.
Well, he survived, and O'Connell didn't.
Yeah,
I know. I think O'Connell. I think Cody might be in trouble.
No, I don't. No, not yet. No.
I think Cody might be
Too
in
early.
trouble.
Too early.
You got a long leash, my friend. The leash is. I'm just.
Yeah. I'm going to say you've got a very short leash, Josh. I don't think I've got a long leash. I think you've got a very short leash.
Like this.
What are you referencing there, Josh?
The leashes. I don't know. Obviously, yeah.
Do we see Rathbone on the bench this Saturday? Possibly.
Tuesday for me.
yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday for me.
So, okay. Well, I mean, talking about this Saturday, it is the early game, which is fantastic for me, Josh. Fantastic for me.
Great. Love it.
And I'll just drop that out. So, yeah, so fantastic for me. We have changed Victor's heading now to full South America because I just don't feel it's fair that that Victor's now leading the footy tipping competition.
To just cheater.
Well, Aaron's calling him a cheater. I thought that was a bit harsh and very dangerous. But you've got 2 rounds to get through, Victor. Are you ready? We're going to put you on the spot straight away.
Oh dear.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. Let me open my cheating software here.
Yep.
to
Okay.
see.
Shall I leave y'all? Shall you guys alone for the cheating? I'll let you guys be alone for the
Well,
cheating.
actually, filling in the
Okay.
table, Josh.
See,
Are you
Lord,
ready?
Go ahead. Fire them off.
West Brom
Let's
v
go.
Leicester.
West Brom v Leicester. Oh, this will be great. I think that we'll see 1-1. 1-1.
Coventry v Birmingham.
Coventry, Birmingham. Coventry will win 2-1.
Good piss John off.
Wrexham v Derby.
Oh, this one I want to see a 3-0. Yeah. Oh, Josh is with me.
Well,
3-0 for
actually,
me.
it's funny. John actually tipped Coventry to beat Birmingham 2-1. Went against his third favourite team, which is Wrexham, Charlton, Birmingham. Swansea v Millwall.
Swansea against Millwall. Let me see. It's 1-0, 1-0 for Swansea.
Ipswich v Portsmouth.
No. Swansea v Millwall would be 1-0 for Millwall. Yeah, it would be a away winner.
Okay. Ipswich v Portsmouth.
Ipswich v Portsmouth. Let me see. Ipswich is here. This one. 2-0 for Ipswich. They need to recover.
Okay. Charlton v Blackburn.
Charlton v Blackburn. Oh, this one would be interesting. 1-0 for our friends from League One.
Southampton v Middlesbrough.
Southampton, Middlesbrough.
I watched their game against Liverpool. Good game.
But it will be maybe 2-2. 2-2. They will recover. Southampton will recover.
I want the chat to let me know. Should I be putting Victor on a time limit here? He's taking a very long time.
A long time. His
Yeah.
cheating software seems to be updating every
Yep.
single time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Wednesday,
looking at the
VQPR.
table and the goals
Yeah.
they scored home away. Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday, QPR.
QPR. Sheffield Wednesday will avenge us and they will beat QPR 3-1.
Nice.
That's my
Wow.
crazy tips for the round.
Stoke v Norwich.
Stoke v Norwich. 2-0 for Stoke. 2-0.
Preston v Bristol.
1-0. No. 0-0. This one will be my pick for the no goals
Watford
match.
v Hull.
No, Bristol. No, Bristol will score against Preston. Let me change it. 1-1. Another draw.
Cheater. Yeah, the software updated. I saw
Software
it.
update. Yep, software update.
Saw it in the White Sims Dice. Saw it.
I'm tempted to pull out the card. Watford v Hull.
And Ketier on. I'm gonna fold it. And Ket, he took his shirt off.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Okay.
Watford v Hull.
Watford, Hull. 2-1 for Hull City.
2-1 for Hull.
Yeah.
And Oxford United v Sheffield United.
Ooh, first
This
one of the
will
season.
Big game.
This one will be the 0-0. Sheffield
0-0
United
down
scored
the
only
bottom of the
once.
table. Whoops. Okay, and then you move on to the midweek games, straight into the
Oh
next
my God.
round for you, Victor. We have Birmingham v Sheffield Wednesday.
Double time it.
So Birmingham coming back from their loss on the weekend 2-1 to Coventry, according to Victor.
Yeah, and then they will score 3 against 0. 3-0.
3-0.
Petty. Yeah.
Hull v Preston.
Hull v Preston. 2-1 for Preston.
Okay. Sheffield United v Southampton.
1-1.
Parachute. Huh?
1-1. Sheffield
1-1.
United will score their second goal in the league.
Blackburn v Swansea.
1-0 for Swansea.
And Leicester v Wrexham. Big match. How's your allegiance there, South America?
4-3 Wrexham. I went emotion.
Wow.
Nice. I like it.
7
Yeah,
goals.
National League feelings.
If
Nice.
that happens, I'm going to award an extra point
Okay.
for Victor if that happens.
I always like to pick 1-0-0 and one crazy pick every round. That's
Love
my secret.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough against Stoke. Oh, Middlesbrough will face their first defeat. 1-0 for Stoke City.
Nice. Check him right in the Paul
Okay.
Mullins.
Bristol v Ipswich.
Bristol Ipswich. 2-0 for Bristol.
Ipswich to struggle. Derby v Charlton.
1-1. This is definitely your 1-1.
So, well, you'd hope Derby scores first because when Charlton scores first, they're very hard to score on. Millwall v Coventry.
Millwall Coventry. This is 2-2.
And Portsmouth v Watford.
1-0 for Portsmouth.
Norwich v West Brom.
Norwich, West Brom. 2-1 for West Brom. They will
And finally-
Norwich is still hurt.
They looked ordinary,
By
in my
Wrexham.
opinion, against us.
What?
QPR v Oxford.
2-0 for QPR.
The problem for Norwich is now that Victor's done a full breakdown of how we played them, Norwich's next opposition just watches this show and knows exactly what to do to beat them.
Done. Easily.
Now, I will show you the table there. As you can see, there is the current scores, Victor. And as you can see, Paddy, Aaron, and John, who ironically do the Champ Chat breakdown show, those three experts are coming dead last.
Well, now I'll lose some points because I pick my tips under pressure. that's the tactics to take the lead from you
Right.
guys. Put me under pressure.
And I will say, Victor is normally the last one to put his tips in. So I wonder whether he's doing a deeper analysis than the rest of us. I'm very nervous. I mean, apparently he was in hospital. Apparently.
We'll give him
All I can say about that is he's got extra time to do analysis.
It's true. Well, I'm in the hospital room too, so there you go.
Yeah. It's not all about you, Josh.
Just saying, I still can't get anything right, so there you go.
Well, guys, now did anybody in the chat guess bombshell after bombshell on the KC Anthony show? Well, let's see if you can guess the TV show.
What?
That was I opened the show with that statement, and it comes from my favorite TV show of all time.
What is it? What was it? I missed it. What was it?
Bombshell after bombshell on the KC Anthony show tonight.
Bombshell after bombshell.
Shit, I don't. Oh no! What? Golden Girls?
No. An excellent actor who calls himself a musician.
Oh dear.
He plays guitar amazingly well and did a tribute to a lovely Jane Fonda once.
Damn, I missed this. Shit. The dude. Who plays the dude? What's his name? Oh,
he also did a movie with. Oh my God, his name just went straight out of my head. I've got his face. The comedian that does all the great facial expressions.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges. Is it Jeff Bridges?
No, but you're close. Yeah, he was in Dumb and Dumber.
Shit. The Newsroom.
You've got the show.
Yeah, it's The Newsroom. So,
Yeah. Jeff Daniels.
Yes. Yeah, great actor, by the way. Great comedic guy. Awesome. Jeff Daniels. Awesome.
And a great guitarist.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch a great parody, he does a tribute to Jane Fonda. And the name of the song is Abs, Buns, and Thighs.
Oh, Jesus H.
It is so funny. It is so funny.
Oh,
but anyway, back to football. Guys, Aaron, thank you so much for your brief analysis before you went off and played football with the kids.
Yeah.
And Victor, a great analysis from you. How do you think we're going to get the job done against Derby tomorrow night?
I hope so. Yeah. We need to win in the league at home, and that's the time. That's the perfect time to do that.
Yeah. A great chance for us to move further up the league too.
Yeah.
Yep, because the following game to that is Leicester. So,
and then Birmingham.
So yeah,
I think we're gonna get 3 on the bounce. We're gonna get 3 on the bounce.
Okay, there we go. And
There we go.
Josh, really appreciated you coming in and offering your expert analysis today.
I just want to make sure my internet worked. That's it. Just want to double check. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to get us out of here. Any last words before I let us go?
You know my last words, as always.
Yeah. Just going to say, guys, as we always do, on that bombshell, we will see you again next time.
4 years running, do